What's up, fellow student pilots? In this video, I'm going to be talking about the Class Bravo airspace. You might be wondering, what is Class Bravo airspace? Who is allowed to enter the Class Bravo? What is the weather minimums? What equipment do I need? And how should I contact the air traffic controller? So basically, Class Bravo airspace is the airspace that is designed for the large amount of traffic airports like Newark, John F. Kennedy, that type of airports. In our case for today, we're gonna be giving an example on the Philadelphia International Airport. That is a Class Bravo. Okay, so Class Bravo airspace looks like an upside down wedding cake. The reason why is if you see that Class Bravo has different circles over and over, and all of them starts at different altitudes. So that's how Class Bravo is classified according to the traffic. So what do I need to get into Class Bravo airspace? So basically, all you need to enter the Class Bravo airspace is a two-way radio communications. So you gotta establish communication with the air traffic controller, and the air traffic controller has to acknowledge your call sign. And then you gotta get an ATC clearance to enter to the Class Bravo airspace. So if you call the approach controller asking him to enter Class Bravo, and he just read back your call sign and he didn't say enter Class Bravo or cleared into the Bravo, you're not allowed to enter the Bravo. And what you need after that is a Mode C transponder, and you need an ADS-B out within 30 nautical mile radius from the primary airport. This is something that you really need if you want to attempt to fly into the Bravo, or 30 nautical miles away from the Bravo. And then what about the weather minimums? Basically, for the visibility, you just need a 3 stated miles at least to enter the Bravo, and then you need to stay always clear of clouds. You cannot be flying into a cloud. So what altitude is Class Bravo extend from and to? Basically, as we mentioned before, that Class Bravo has different altitudes. It starts from the primary airport and within the sectors that you guys see on my screen here. So at the primary airport, it's saying that it starts from the surface to 7,000 feet. And then you have this side of the Class Bravo. It starts from 600 feet above ground level all the way to 7,000 feet. And you have this side of Class Bravo starts at 300 feet above ground level to 7,000 feet. When we move more and we find that sector of the Class Bravo, you find that it starts from 1,500 feet AGL to 7,000 feet AGL. And as we move farther from the primary airport, you find that the minimum altitude that Class Bravo starts from is increasing. So here's 2,000 feet AGL to 7,000, and we end up on 3,500 feet to 7,000. Another thing to notice about the Class Bravo airspace, when you're reading an altitude starting from or to, you're gonna find that solid line. There's like a number down the line and number up the line. So let's say Class Bravo starts at 300 feet AGL. So you basically are gonna find something like 03, which is 300 feet AGL. And you can find at the top like number like 70, which means that the Class Bravo airspace extends from 300 feet all the way to 7,000 feet. Another trick that you might get in your written test is it MSL or AGL? Basically, all airspaces are AGL, above ground level, not sea level. That's something you gotta pay attention to when you are studying airspaces. Another question that you might get when you are taking your written test or getting a practice test, you might have a question say that what Class Bravo airspace look like on a sectional chart. Is it solid dark blue? Is it dashed blue? So basically, Class Bravo airspace is a solid dark blue depicted on the sectional chart as you see. You're gonna find a dark blue, you're gonna find it solid. But if he's asking about dashed is usually a class Delta airport, which is something like this one, the Williamsport, Philadelphia airport. You're gonna find that there's like dashed blues all over the airport, 360 degrees. This is class Delta airport. We're gonna talk about that later. But now you know the difference between class Bravo and class Delta when it comes to the shape and the design of the airport and the sectional charts. And that's basically class Bravo airspace. I hope you guys enjoyed and you have a great day.